Good morning and welcome to the video for Monday, July 27th. This is going to be a video for our upcoming 6th graders. Toward the very end of the school year that is to come, we will be working with different things related to statistics. So I'm going to give an introduction to some of the concepts we'll be working with today, continuing that on to Thursday, and then there would be one more video a week from today that will go ahead and finish up some of the different things that we will be talking about. So let's go ahead and look at some of the things that we will be talking about. And so to do that, I've made a couple examples. And so the first thing that we're going to talk about is identifying what a statistical question is. A statistical question is going to be a question that is going to have a set of answers as opposed to one specific answer. So in our first question, we have the option between what was the score in the first frame of a bowling game and what are the scores in 10 frames of a bowling game. Now, if you have been bowling, you know that there is a wide variety of possible scores you could end up with for the first frame. But if we take a look at the 10 frames of a bowling game, we would have a much wider variety of data points. So letter B would be the one that we would be looking at for a statistical question here. For our next one, how many hours of television did you watch each day this week? That means there's going to be 7 days in the week. We're going to have 7 different answers. They might be the same answer each time, but we will have 7 answers. And so compared to how many hours you watched on one specific day, this would be our statistical question. We are also going to talk about some of the information that we will gather. And so we're going to have different things that we talk about. So here's a table, and it shows 7 different observations. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that in first. And we are looking at times for a 100-meter run. And so the attribute that we're looking for is how fast, or the speed at which this person ran. Our unit of measurement would be seconds. I'm just going to abbreviate it. We could also say that the attribute would be time. Likely means by which the measurements were taken. I'm just going to abbreviate SW for stopwatch or a timer. There are going to be times that we are given a frequency table, like the one that we have here, where we may have all of the pieces of information we need to answer a question, but they want us to transfer that information over to a dot plot. One of the reasons why we would do that is to gain an idea of which one of these values is represented the most times in our set of data points. And so what I normally do, and I'm going to go ahead and start doing this, is I'm just going to put a line through the things that are already given. So there's one value for 1. We should have 1, 2, 3, 4 values for 2, 3 values for 3, and 4 values for 4, which means I still need to make the dots for 5s, 6, and 9s. And so it looks like I'm going to have 1 dot for 6. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots for 5. And then I'm going to have 2 dots for 9, it looks like. And so if you're using a pencil, this works out really well because you can just go ahead and each time you make a dot, just go ahead and draw a line through it. The specific question that they wanted to answer with this is to say that this person, Hannah, is going to walk 1 more day. What would be the most likely number of miles that she would walk? It would match the most represented value on our dot plot. And so we would say that they might walk 5 miles. The last thing I want to introduce is a histogram. And so we are going to use dot plots and histograms an awful lot when we're working with statistics, where the dot plot is going to give specific answers for each thing. A histogram is going to give us a range. And so from the ages of 20 to 29, we might have one person that won an award, but we don't find out exactly what age that person is, just that they fall in this range. Same thing for 30 to 39. We have 6 people. They could all be the exact same age. They could all be different ages. We don't get that information like we would if we were using a dot plot. So the reason we would use this is when we have so many different data points that it makes it easier to just compile everything together into groups instead of trying to make a very long. So let's say we had someone that was 20 years old that won, and the oldest person that won was 69. We would have to have a dot plot that stretched all the way from 20 to 69 and then give the exact value for the age for each thing. And so we would have a lot of empty space there. We'll ask you different questions about, do you notice a pattern? It kind of seems to go up as we go up through 40 to 49, and then it tails off. It seems like most of the people that are winning the awards are aged between 30 and 59, with the largest concentration being 40 to 49. Probably because that would be a point in time where they've been in that particular profession long enough to actually have mastered that particular craft and been given opportunities to demonstrate their mastery, and then being able to win an award as a result. So those are some different things I want to introduce for today. Again, on Thursday, the ideas I'm going to introduce to you are going to be using information and then finding points of center. And that's going to be really important as we look at the stuff that will come in the following chapter, which also deals with statistics. Hope your summer is going well. Hope you have a wonderful day. And again, I will have that next video for you on Thursday.